Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about the freedom of speech, the First Amendment, the President of the United States, and Twitter. If you don't know, Twitter has had issue with less than reliable, less than accurate information being spread on its platform. As part of its campaign to exercise a little bit of social responsibility, it has begun fact-checking popular tweets. Yeah. So, one of the president's tweets was fact-checked, and he is bigly mad. He took to Twitter, the platform he believes he's censored on, to tell everybody that he's censored on the platform so everybody can read it on the platform. Shortly after he was fact-checked in almost real time, but that was fast. He says, Twitter is now interfering in the 2020 presidential election. They are saying my statement on mail-in ballots, which will lead to massive corruption and fraud, is incorrect, based on fact-checking by fake news CNN and the Amazon Washington Post. He goes on in another tweet. Twitter is completely stifling free speech, all caps. And I, as president, remember that, will not allow it to happen. That's hilarious. This is one of the funniest things that's ever happened on Twitter. It's also one of the most embarrassing things that's ever come out of the White House. First, a primer on the First Amendment, which is what enshrines free speech in the United States. It's there to protect the people, private entities, from the government. Guess which one you are, Mr. President? You really don't have a free speech like on the same level as everybody else, especially once you started using your Twitter as a method of government communication, as you do when you say Twitter is completely stifling free speech and I, as president, will not allow it to happen. Yeah, you will. You will allow it to happen because you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You are the government entity. You can't censor somebody. You can't stop them. They were nice enough to give you a platform. They're worried about misinformation. So you make your tweet, they don't censor it, and they add a fact check. That's their free speech. You, as a government entity, cannot stop that. That's a violation of the First Amendment. It is embarrassing. It is appalling. It is pathetic that the President of the United States does not understand one of the most cited parts of the U.S. Constitution. A document that he swore an oath to support and defend. He's clearly never read it. I personally think that all politicians should be fact-checked on their statements. It would make it a whole lot harder for them to dupe their voters. Dupe them into believing that you'll make America great, that you understand what this country is about, because you clearly don't. Twitter is not stifling free speech. They are exercising social responsibility and providing additional speech. They didn't censor you, and even if they did, they could. They don't owe you anything. You, however, a public servant, do owe them something. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.